Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Tim with the Nintendo Dads checking out Monster Train 2 for the Nintendo Switch. We've done Monster Train here before. Our friends from the Nintendo Pals, Andrew, he came over and did a first look of the first Monster Train. I've played the first Monster Train on both Steam and the Switch, and I believe my phone, I want to say. But I played it, and I had a lot of fun with it. I didn't beat it if there's a way to beat it. I just had fun with it. And now Monster Train 2 is out, so of course I wanted to pick it up. I played the demo on Steam and enjoyed my time with that. So now we got the full game released. It's out on Steam. It's out on not Monster Train. It's out on Switch. And so I'm looking forward to checking it out with you guys. So let's take a first look on how it runs on the Switch. And let's get started. I'm sure there's going to be a story. And thanks to Shiny's Shoe and Big Fan Games for sending us a code for being able to share it with you guys. It is $24.99 on the US eShop currently, but as I always say, make sure you wishlist it in case you can't pick it up now, but you can pick it up in the future. You'll have it on your list. So until then, while we're getting ready to play, this is a card-based game. Let's see, it says, powerful beings known as Titans have seized control of heaven. A makeshift alliance is formed between former angels and demons who must learn to work together against their common foe. Now you must command these clans aboard newly forged trains and embark on your journey through hell, heaven, and the abyss to defeat the Titans before they destroy the world. So, again, you're in command. Choose from a selection of 5 brand new clans, each with its own unique strengths. New card types. Reach your deck's full build potential with all new room and equipment cards. So it's a deck builder game. You get to collect cards. It is roguelike. Do they put that in there? So it's basically you try to make a run and see if you can get through and beat the game. And each time you can't, you get to keep something, or you get something to help you for your next run, or you just learn from something, so on and so forth. It's one of those type of games, the roguelike type games. All right, so there's an endless mode, it looks like, other features, but we are going to jump in, looks like, to the tutorial here. Probably kind of like the same thing that I got to play in the demo. All right. Healers blessed by Dominion bolster their allies, attack in large bursts to achieve victory. Let's see. I was trying to see. That's the map. That's the speed. I guess, well, it is a little bit different because these were not the ones I started off with before. Let's start the battle. All right. Let's see what happens here. All right, protect your pyre. This is the goal. We have to prevent it from taking too much damage from enemies, or my run is over. Deployment phase. Each battle begins with a deployment phase. You will draw your champion and any unite card with a blue banner on it. After you end this turn, enemies will invade. You can play each unit card once per battle. All right, so I think these were the cards. This is the kind of like the beginning. Oh, those things that I saw on the right, those were the ones that are attacking me first. So, okay. All right, it's still playing the same. All right, let's see. Well, let's start with so here's the cards. Right now in the upper left-hand corner, I'm surprised it doesn't say this, but it's 0. It costs 0. This one will cost 1. And all the way to the left of the screen, you see the number 4. That means I have 4 points to spare. Or I don't know what they call it, but it might be mana, it might be fire. That's the amount of points I can have per turn to play. In the top center of my card are 3 dots. This is the amount of space it takes on each floor. And if you look up in the upper left-hand corner, right below where it says Dominion's Preservation, there are 5 empty slots. This is where the cards will fill up those slots. So I can put this one and this one on the board together because I have 5 slots. That would make 5 slots. I can't put these two on the same floor because it's more than 5. The number 12 over there is my draw pile. Ember, that's what it's called. All right, there. And then it looks like there's a +3 on that. And this is my discard pile, and then my turn, there's that, and then there's other things I can do at the top. All right, so that X button allows me to go up here. So there's my primary clan, information, no covenant, current ring, limbo, other stats and information. We'll see if we'll kind of explain that as that comes into play. This is how much my Pyre health has. My Pyre's attack power is 45, so if anybody gets up there, it can hit for 45 points. And this is telling me my cards, what I have in my deck. Ember gained at the start of each turn, cards drawn at the start of each turn, additional embers gained on the start of a deployment phase, and initial capacity of each floor in the train. So 5. Okay. So that's just my load. All right. So let's turn that off. Let's load up each level. So we're going to put one of these guys here, and there's strategy on where you place these. I played it, but I haven't learned all the strategies. So there's multi-strike 1 there. That means I think I get to hit one more time than usual. So I hit, they hit, I hit again. Or I hit twice in a row when it's my turn. I guess it depends on speed too. All right, so I'm going to put this character here, I guess. All right, there. So it was making me put this. So I could put them either here or here. I think I'm going to put, since they got a shield, in 25, I'm going to put them in front. And then let's go up a floor and put this character here. Protect the train. There's no redos, I don't think. There's my deck, so I hit the minus button. I can see my deck. Here are the cards that are in my deck. You will get to modify these cards along the way and make them more powerful. There's some synergies you'll want to look out for. Some of the things I try to remember from the previous games. All right, so we'll end my turn. All right, enemies have boarded your train. Enemies enter at the lowest level and move up level every turn. If they reach the top, they'll attack the pyre. All right, so now we get some cards that will help with attacking and or loading up the other floors. So I'm going to put this dude up here because he is going to be needed. Let's put him back here since he doesn't have a shield. And then we want to do some damage here. So the stats will show you how much damage we'll take off of somebody and what the damage they're going to do to me. So let's see if I do this on advance apply value 2. No, I don't. That's not going to do any damage. Fire starter deals 1 damage, then apply fire gel 2. So we want to destroy this one. Get her out of here. We got 1 more point. And I think I might add this to this person. So they'll do a little bit more damage, but moves into the front. That's all I have points for. So end my turn, see what happens. There's my 2 hits. All right, so I got a shield, but they move up and more players come in. So let's get to adding, we'll add another person in here. They will need all the help they can get. Let's go down here. Let's see if we can remove. Right. All right. So, because we want to at least be able to destroy one of these. All right. We got one more point, and I think I want to hit them with the gel as well. So that way they keep getting damage. I think that's what that means, the pyre gel. All right. There we go. Now I have no more turns. They got 4 points left. Good. 2 hits there. Good damage there. Did I get some poison or something? Okay, good. All right, so no other enemies coming in. So they got about 4 points of damage left. Let us do... Oh, we won't do that. So let's see if we can do... Let's see, Valier. And then we're going to do that to this person. Load them up so they get some good stuff. And then we'll do this. Now we're out of points. There, they're dead. And they're dead. All right. Now we got the final wave. All right, defeat the boss to win the battle. His relentless ability means that combat will continue in this room until you or he is defeated. All right, so that means he'll stay here. So I need to get as much damage on them as possible. Let's knock her out because she can heal, I believe. So we want to get her out of there. And then probably put one of these on him so he gets damage. And we'll just add some more Valor here. Hopefully that helps. All right. This is going to hurt. Somebody's going to die. Oh. All right. Those guys took him out. Didn't even make it to the next floor and didn't do damage at the pyre. All right, so this is where we get some things to help us along the way, some money to spend to buy cards. So let's see, we also want to add cards to our clan. First one is Penitent's Bloodsuit. Shift, take 30 damage, can be equipped on enemy units. So it'll take 30 damage. If I apply it, somebody, that's good. Selfless sacrifice, consume, advance, apply, damage, shield 2. Or Windblade, shift, gain, value 1. So shift means I think it has to move up. Resolve, trigger shift. I kind of like the suit of armor. Oh, shift, there we go. Triggers whenever this unit moves. Okay. Oh, so I have to trigger it by making it move. Okay. Consume. So this is where that synergies come into play. So I think there's a card I can give it. Once I got this equipped and I use that Valier and it shifts, I think that'll help put that suit on. I'm going to play with that. Let's use the suit. All right, I get to choose another card. Snotty Whelp. Ability, Jelly Sneeze. I like it. Pyre Cask. Consume, apply Pyre Gel 10. So consume can only be played once per battle. All right, so it's not going to reshuffle into my deck after I use all my cards. Deal 1 damage to enemy units, so that's to all units. I think that could come in handy because it's 0 points. I like buying 0-point cards as much as possible or picking those up. All right. Again, those strategies come into play. This also comes into play as strategy, so I can go either left or right. There's Banish Banner, Game a Banished Unit, Merchant of Steel, forge your units to gain new powers. Or I can go the Pyreborn Banner, gain a Pyreborn unit, which I think I have Pyreborn stuff, so I might want to go that route without mixing in any Banished Banner stuff yet. Merchant of Magic, forge your spells to gain new powers. I'm going to start off this way. Merchant of Magic. Let's go there. Let's see if we can buy anything. I got 100 coins. I can get, let's look at the 100 ones first. So, upgrade a spell to gain Permafrost. Upgrade a spell to gain Spell Chain, which when played, a copy of this card will be added to the hand. The copy gains Inferel. Purges when played, discarded, or at the end of turn. Okay. Emberstone, upgrade a spell to cast -1. To a cost of -1. Ooh, that always comes in handy. Anything that costs lowers always comes in handy. I can purge a card. I can re-roll this stuff. I am going to... Oh, I wanted them all. I want the upgrade spell to gain Spell Chain. That would be cool because then I would just make a copy. That means that the one that is only used once per battle, I could use a bunch of times, I think. But I'm going to do this. I'm going to do... What do I want to cost 1 less? Maybe... and I only have 2 slots here I can use to do that. So... maybe not. We'll go with Spell Chain. Can I use it on that one I got? Spell Chain, deal 1 damage to enemy units. Yeah, that would be a good one. Just keep copying that one. I think if I understand that correctly, that would work. All right. I have no more money, so let's go. We're leaving. And then we can buy one of these guys. Sweep, action, apply, Pyrogel 5 to enemy units. Triggers at the start of this unit's turn. Sweep attacks all enemy units. +1 incoming damage per stack. Avarice 10. When a unit with Avarice deals unblocked damage, gain money equal to the stacks of Avarice. So I get 10. Do I want to get money? Or do I want to cause damage? That's a pretty powerful card, I think. Let's go with that. All right, can I look at the cards? Yeah, let's see. I think that would be a good... That's like if you play Magic the Gathering, that would be like the commander that I could play right now. That would have been nice if I could have made him 1 less point cost. Oh well. All right, so we're done. And we will move on. All right, let's start this battle, see how it goes, and then we'll go from here. So, because I think this is a good first look. We'll see what some of these new cards do. Oh, nice. We get to start off with this dude. That will take 2 slots. So we'll go put him there. And we'll put this dude here. And then we'll put this dude up here. All right. End the turn. Alright, so the preview number shows the amount of damage each unit will take during the next combat phase. A red X means the unit will be defeated. Understood. Alright, so we definitely want to support the person up top right away. I'm going to put you here for the potential of moving you. You do 10 damage. You do 2 times 2, that's 4. You do 8 damage. You got 25. That would bring it up to 12. That would bring him up to 10. Let's do that. Bring him up to 10. And put one of these on you. Alright. End my turn. Alright. You've drawn an equipment card. These cards can be attached onto a unit inside the train. Once attached, they improve the unit in various ways. Only one equipment can be attached to a unit at a time. Understood. So let's see. Do I have the ability to move her this turn? No, darn it. So deal 1 damage. We want to do that one. Deal 1 damage to enemy units. So knock them out. Let's do that. And we got it again. Spell chain. I think it only does it twice. That would have been cool if it kept doing it. I'd just sit here and keep doing it, right? I don't know why I was thinking that would do that. It doesn't cost anything, so might as well use that again. Alright. So we got that done. I am going to want to put that on. He's going to die. And I can't move him yet. So let's put that on her. But I got to make sure she shifts at some point. Alright, let's go down here. Put this on that person. And we're going to also hit him one more time. And then let's see what happens. Oh, just 2 left. There's nobody up there to hit him. A brief respite. Nice. Alright, so we're going to want to do that. That didn't shift. Darn it. That was a waste. Alright, so we want to put him up here. And then we're going to put you up here. And hopefully... Oh, come on. Come on, you didn't take 2 damage from the gel stuff? Shoot, I got 10 damage on that. Alright, so... we're gonna take... I don't want you around. Oh, I guess I didn't do much. They're gonna die. Want to speed it up? Oh yeah, I guess I could, couldn't I? Speed that up a notch. Oof. Let's do this. Alright, so we get to do that again. And we get to do that again. And then... oh, shoot. These guys are going to die and I don't have anybody to put out there. What? What did I miss? Oh, I played that card wrong. Where are you? Where are you? You're in a different pile, consume pile. So when they shift, they take 30 damage, and I'm supposed to put that on somebody. So if they shift, they get 30 damage. Doggone it. I just misunderstood that card. So if you've been watching up to this point and you saw me do that at the beginning, you're probably frustrated. Very, very frustrated. Like, no, don't do that. No. All right. So learn my lesson. And it's probably gonna cost me this game, this run, but and there's nobody to play here. Nobody to play. You're gonna come up here and my pyre took a lot of damage on that one. All right. Well, you saw the mistakes I made, and hopefully you'll learn from my mistakes if you decide to play this game. That is Monster Train 2. There is a lot more that happens along the way that you get more cards, more synergies to look at, but this gives you a feel for what type of game it is and what it does. So, as far as a roguelike goes and making your runs. If you like this kind of game, if you played Monster Train 1, you're going to want this game for sure. It's basically feels like the same, but a different story, continuation, it seems like, and so on and so forth. Again, it's $24.99 in the US eShop right now. And as I always say, add it to your wish list if you're not buying it now, but you're interested. At least do that. All right, this is Tim with the Nintendo Dads. Again, thanking the publisher, Good Shepherd, for sending us the code, for allowing me to share this with you guys. And until next time, I'll check you later. Bye-bye.